Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and today is Monday, June the 10th, 2019. The tarot card for today is the Seven of Cups. You know, one word comes to mind when I see this card. This is from an upcoming deck from Yoshi Yoshitani. It's called the Fairy Tale Tarot. I don't know what it is about this deck, but I really like it. And this image here, just the word mesmerizing, immediately comes to mind. Okay? With the Seven of Cups, we always tend to have that Neptunian feel, you know, where perhaps we shouldn't be living with rose-colored glasses and need to be a little more realistic about things. Which prompts me to ask the question, is that the case? Or should we all really go for what it is that we want? You know, the last time we saw this card was back on January 21st, and I can't help but think that so many of you were, working on one of these things at that time. And now it's like looking at what's next, the options of what to work on. It's all part of your hopes and dreams, all right? But let's talk about for a minute here, because we have something going on today, and then we have something coming up in a few days that's very prevalent throughout this year. So today the sun will oppose Jupiter, and I have to say this, it's possible that you could see something good happen. I mean, look at those lamps in that picture, right? They look pretty special. Now, because this is such a cautionary card, this leads me to believe very possible to take any stroke of good luck for granted and to perhaps not be as realistic, which is definitely what this card is all about all the possibilities of what's before you. Now, I'm not against anyone's hopes and dreams, and I think that maybe the timing is just not right for everything, okay? And it's okay to hold on to them, but it's not good to let them cloud your way. So here comes that word mesmerized, all right? Don't let something, and I don't want to say not to dream, but I don't know how to put this in such a way to have you understand it, because I don't want to put a damper on anything. But I think it's best to keep that reality check in place, even if something good does occur, because we've got a little bit of a haul here. We're coming up on an eclipse season and a Mercury retrograde, and the fog that this card represents is definitely on its way. Mercury will enter shadow in 10 days. In 7 days, we'll be in eclipse season. So eyeing all those pretty baubles of everything else that you want may not be appropriate at this time. With 3 dates out here for you, January 16th, June, I fixed this because I started off saying it wrong, January 13th, June 16th, and September 21st. Now note that the first one is very close to the last time that we saw this card, okay? Now, the second one on the 16th is close to this one, all right? Jupiter will square Neptune. This is one of the really big signatures of the year. This is already building, and it very much ties in with everything I was just talking about. But with this square, you really don't want to put yourself in a position where you are fooling yourself into thinking that, like I said, those rose-colored glasses, very much a time to be realistic. I think especially with particular relationships in your life, not necessarily loved ones. Jupiter has a tendency to really go overboard with the optimism, which is usually a good thing, all right? But Neptune definitely just, a deal of wishful thinking and dreaming, as this card is about. So is this card cautionary today? I feel like it's two-sided, all right? You have something good, and perhaps that gives you hope, and it gives you hope for more. But be realistic about it. Don't pin all your hopes and dreams on it today. One of the things that I've been discussing in my lengthier videos over on Patreon is about that, sticking with doing for you, all right? I feel like when we come out the other side of this, it's possible to look around and see what everyone else is doing. So don't get too overly optimistic about things. And that's not to say to be a downer. It's just be honest with yourself, be realistic with yourself, and try to focus on the facts, be more prepared for what is coming. If you really want a heads up with some things, like I've been saying, I am offering my Patreon. You can listen to everything that's been posted up to this point, and throughout the month of June for free. Your first payment is refunded. If you haven't been a member during 2018, 2019, you're eligible. All the payments after that are billed on the first of each month, and of course you can cancel at any time. This is boiling down to, and we're in it, okay? We are in it now. This segment, and it's only a few months long, is one of the most important that you've seen in your life in a number of years. So, I want to thank you all very much for being here. Keep it real. I'll see you here again tomorrow. And as always, have a great day.